Hello everybody, here is Khaled Doma and this is Designation. Today we'll be having a look on a megastar from the French brand Guerlain. Our today's review for one of the atomic fragrances out there. A review on an Oriental fragrance or Oriental-like fragrance with an atomic performance profile. Stay tuned. Okay guys, today's review is for one of the most popular fragrances for the French brand Guerlain. And as I always say, if you would like to classify fragrances or fragrance brands according to cars or vehicle brands, so if we can consider Chanel as a Mercedes and Dior as a BMW or BMW, we can say that Guerlain is the Audi. Audi is very unique. It's not for everyone. Not everyone can buy it, or not everyone would choose Audi. So I myself can see Guerlain is the Audi of fragrances. It's a very unique brand. I myself respect this brand very much as they do not copy plans from other brands. They are playing in their own area or their own club. So as I always say, I can see Guerlain is a niche brand with its own lines and all flankers. Whenever we are talking on the original line or the most popular line, which is L'Homme or L'Instant or any other one, till the private line. This fragrance is from a private line, actually the Oriental line for Guerlain, which is Guerlain Patchouli Ardent. Patchouli Ardent or Patchouli Ardent, whatever you call it. Let's start. Actually, I would start to say that the bottle is very unique. The bottle is very elegant and it's very, very chic. All the Oriental line from Guerlain with this shape. See here, a blue rope is the same color of the bottle. I compared the bottles. I can see the drawing or the painting here is not the same in each bottle. Each bottle has its unique drawing and its unique painting like this. You can see Santal Real behind me from the same line. You can see another painting or another drawing, which we will talk about later. Okay, this fragrance is created by the master perfumer Thierry Vassa, who is the son of Guerlain, the loyal son of Guerlain brand. Thierry Vassa, through his journey with Guerlain, has done a very good job so far. He made the most popular fragrances for Guerlain. Most of the line L'Homme, which is the most popular line of Guerlain, if not all the line. He did most of the perfumes or fragrances for this brand. Other time, I respect Guerlain and I respect Thierry Vassa. And I enjoy his fragrances and his plants and his perfumes and formulas. So let's have the opportunity to thank him through this video and thank Guerlain for Thierry Vassa and his fragrance. So I think Patchouli Ardent is one like no other patchouli fragrances. Patchouli Ardent is one of the best elegant, casual-like, formal patchouli plants out there. You'll know later why I did all this long introduction for this fragrance or this plant. In this perfume, Thierry Vassa took the patchouli note to a place which will appeal to everyone's taste. Although I don't like patchouli this much or patchouli note this much, but I can say this is one of the best 3 patchouli plants that I tried in my whole life. To start with explaining the main note as we used to in our reviews, we can say patchouli note is a green mint shaped leaves. It took the shape of mint leaves, but it's larger or a little bit bigger with a green and earthy like scent. It can be used in the blend as a green scent or to give a green accord or an earthy accord. So it's according to the blend. And we can say here that patchouli is twin-phased or double-phased. It has the green accords and or the green notes and also the earthy notes. So patchouli is a woody spicy note with a light sweaty, a little bit sweaty with a musky dry down. Let's go to the description as it reached my nose. And I will try my best to explain the notes and make you feel, taste or smell the fragrance while you are watching the video, as we always do. Okay, first of all, you will have a punch of spices, a punch of spicy, green, freshy opening. The spices here comes from the pink and black pepper. Before we continue, I would like to confirm that I do not pay attention to the announced notes, as they are not accurate all the time. As we said, it's punch of spices with a green, freshy scent. It's a magnificent and very strong and rough opening. Also, I can smell the spiciness of cinnamon and cardamom, although they are not announced notes in this perfume or on the website or on the internet, but I can smell the cardamom. Cardamom is very clear here. Also the spiciness and roughness of cinnamon. Actually, all these spices are enveloped with a fig note from behind. Fig note envelops these spices, and this start or this opening, I can say here that I actually can smell a fig leaf note or a fig leaf acrid, a fig leaf green acrid, rather than the fig note or the fig fruit note. And if we would like to talk about the fig leaf or a pure fig leaf fragrance, we can smell this one, which I will make a review later about it. It's a pure fig leaf fragrance. Its name is Maupassant, une histoire d'homme irrésistible. I think it's also a French brand, but it's a designer brand. But it has a pure fig leaf note. If you would like to get to know about this note more, or if you would like to train your nose on the fig leaf in order to notice it in further fragrances. All this blend with the spices and the freshy citrusy opening with the fig leaf. All this blend with a special hint of roses. You can notice the roses here. After about 10 to 15 minutes or 5 to 15 minutes after the opening calm down, you can notice the roses interacting with the blend. If we go down with the notes or the notes breakdown, we can notice the woody and musky dry down. The woody notes here are cedar, which is a fresh, dry, and a little bit rough note, and also the sandalwood, which is musky, creamy, and little bit powdery note, which calms down the monster here, patchouli. I also can smell an ounce or a hint of oud or an animalic oud, but it's not that strong. I think not everyone would smell it, but I can smell it clearly. But it may be the leather here, because the leather here appears with the dry down, and it may be the leather who gives this animalic nouns or animalic dry down, which seems like a oud. Also, they may have used oud in this fragrance, but they did not announce it. So it's a light animalic, woody, musky scent in the dry down. To summarize the scent profile here, we can say that Patchouli Ardent is a woody, spicy, fresh, green, actually a clean fragrance with a little bit sweety nouns or the sweety acrid envelop this all with a hint of roses and fig leaf uniqueness. As you know, fig leaf is a very unique note and it gives uniqueness to the blend with a woody, musky dry down. This is the summary of the scent profile. I think the sweetness here comes from the patchouli, because as we said, patchouli can be used according to the extraction, can give a sweety nouns or a sweety acrid. Also, sweetness here may comes from the lily of the valley note, which is not announced, but I can smell it, or can smell something like it. The leathery animalic acrid appears more in the dry down. Finally, if you would like to talk about the classification of this fragrance, actually the whole Guerlain Oriental line or the private lines are, I think most of the private or Oriental lines are unisex fragrances. However, I can see this one is not like Santa Royal, for example. I can see it leans to be more masculine, although it contains roses. But I think roses' role here is only to calm down the strictness and the stiffness of patchouli. I can see it's a mass appealing patchouli. For who do not like the patchouli note, you will love it here. It's very strong. It's a very, very strong fragrance. It has an atomic sillage, atomic or atomic sealage, atomic projection, and atomic longevity. I think the last time I sprayed it on a t-shirt, it stayed about 2 weeks on the t-shirt. The sealage and projection continues you along with the longevity. It's not just a skin scent. After about 40 minutes now, I can smell the woody, leathery, animalic, masculine blend very well. It's very clear now that it's a masculine fragrance, not a unisex fragrance, but there's no a specific role for classification in fragrances. You can use what appeals to you or what you like, whether it's a feminine or a masculine fragrance, whether you are a man or a woman, you can use what appeals to you, what you really like. I can say that this is a type of fragrance that filled all the room. It's very unique patchouli blend. I cannot smell this blend in any other fragrance. It's a very unique, very formal, very elegant. Also, it's a casual like or a smart casual fragrance. You can use it anytime of the year, but please do not overspray this fragrance, because only 3 to 4 sprays, not 5 sprays, 3 to 4 sprays are ready enough for you. And I usually do not like to say the number of hours because it differs from one to another, and a weather to another, and a skin nature or a skin type to another one. But we can say it will last easily about 10 to 12 hours on your skin. Actually, on my skin, it lasts about 10 hours at least. So it has an incredible sealage, projection, and longevity. It's an atomic fragrance. And as I said, please do not overspray. The price point here, I think it's a little bit expensive. You can find it from, I think, from the range of 160 or 152 bucks to $100. I think this is the range. And also, I actually do not like to say the prices in my video because prices always differs from a country to another, but I think it's in the range from $150 to $175. And I would like to thank you. At the end, I would like to thank you for enjoying your time with me, and please do not forget to subscribe, and please leave a comment with the next fragrance that you would like to have a review on. Thank you guys, and goodbye.